11.
A lot of changes in here, but the most glaring one is Ryan Williams starting a little higher in this 3. Well, they'll be at the 4-3-3 with Claire Hutton coming back in. She'll go into that double pivot with Labonta. Vanessa DiBernardo will play in that 10 role, more advanced in the absence of Dabinia. And Haley Hopkins and Shawinga will look to get into the outside channels. But watch for Izzy Rodriguez as well. She'll look to get forward off that left back role.
Hopkins traded in the offseason, will face her former team for the first time tonight. Dabinia is available off the bench. Nothing to worry about, just load management. We expect her some time in the second half.
I think everyone would expect her to come into this game. I mean, obviously came from North Carolina and has been there at one point, and just the player that she is a big part of this Kansas City Current attack.
This should be a good one here tonight from Cary, North Carolina, a rematch of last year's NWSL quarterfinal, a 1-0 win. Temwa Chawinga was the game winning goal scorer. Here we go from Cary, North Carolina. Kansas City's in red, North Carolina's in blue. There she is on the ball. There's space for Williams, a good first touch. O'Sullivan bombing forward. Here's Williams on goal, and a first save of the night for the Brazilian goalkeeper, Lorena.
You have someone in that center back role that can really steady the ship, and she's definitely done that for them.
Labonta under some pressure. Elizabeth ball out of the back. Hopkins lets it run. Shawinga is central. That's a nice pass for Shawinga. The flag is down. Shawinga back for Hopkins against her former team. It's off the post and in. Haley Hopkins' first goal for Kansas City comes back in her former home stadium. It comes against the run of play, and it puts Kansas City Current in front.
Miles from Haley Hopkins. This long ball in behind. Hopkins gets on the backside shoulder. Rao is not recovering, leaves Stouty in that position. A 1v1 for Shawinga, but the vision from Temwa Shawinga to find Hopkins. I love that piece, but she did not have much room for error, Hopkins, on this finish. Coming inside, no one stays with the runner, and it's absolute perfection going across the frame as Casey Murphy goes to her right. What a great finish from the winger.
She has seized her opportunity. This is how Vlatko Amzanovski thinks. If you're the next... Waiting for teammates. Now it's Shawinga again. Lays it back. DiBernardo.
Well done by Riley Jackson there. They needed that.
Temwa Shawinga remains down. Here we go in the second half. North Carolina's in blue, Kansas City Current's in red. Direct from Kurtz and Casey White. What will you be watching here early on in the second half? We talked about that shutout streak. Part of it is just good defending. Team sitting deep against Kansas City. They've allowed just 9 shots per game, the fewest shots in the league. Now there's a shot coming for Williams, and she has equalized. Ryan Williams from Matsukubo. And North Carolina Courage are level.
But they win it in possession, but they're looking to break lines. O'Sullivan does well, just helping it on is Ashley Sanchez. Again, 2 passes, and Manaka finds the feet of Ryan Williams. Forward thinking, forward running, and a clinical finish. But it's the first touch for me. It's the prep touch that sets her up to be able to finish in 2 touches alone. That's gotta feel good for the North Carolina Courage and Ryan Williams.
Casey White, that pass was ridiculous for Matsukubo, splitting 2 defenders.
And been able to go to goal herself. Didn't probably realize how much time she actually had.
Hutton does well. It's Claire Hutton on her left, dancing through traffic, and there's a go-ahead goal from Bia Zaneratto. Wizardry on the dribble from Claire Hutton, and it's finished clinically by Bia Zaneratto. Kansas City is back in front.
And it's off a set piece, off the throw, and it's just bouncing around. Claire Hutton, give her credit, does really well, tries to play in combination, eludes a couple defenders, and this is a goal scorer's touch. She decides to go with her toe, just toe pokes it after this good footwork from Hutton. And the reason she does that is because they can come across. If she takes an extra touch, that allows Macy Bell to cut the angle. What a good finish.
First of the season for Bia Zaneratto, who's back from her foot injury. Lacho. Good vision. She's found Dabinia. Dabinia has Labonta. Dabinia's curler pushed aside by Casey Murphy. And the go-ahead goal from Zaneratto. Excellent work here, Shinomi. Pulls it back. Nice hand from the Brazilian Lorena. But it's back central. Lorena makes a double save. She turns away Sanchez after a good feed from Williams.
From Lorena, and give Elizabeth Ball a little bit of credit for covering in behind too. This is great play. Shinomi in the overlap, takes on in the 1v1. Ryan Williams is just lingering in this back post area, looking for the tap in, but that save is incredibly good because she parries it away from the run of Ryan Williams. And I like that Elizabeth Ball covers right in behind Lorena on this one, just in case it bobbles.
DiBernardo, good vision. Dabinya has Labonta. Here comes Labonta. I see a blue shirts in retreat. Labonta from distance into the hands of Casey Murphy.
It's not a bad idea, though, from Labonta. I love the committed run. She knew Dabinya needed support, and she worked very hard to get above the ball. Why not? It's going to be hard to go at pace at Ryan Williams in the 1v1 and try something a little bit different.
Casey, I don't know about you, but I'm really enjoying this. This was a tactical battle first half of chess match. It's wide open here in the 85th minutes. There's a diagonal ball. Betford gets there, but she cannot hit the targets. Brave goalkeeper from Lorena. We've heard about her ability defending set pieces. That was in the run of play. Here is another chance the other way for Lacho. Lacho, tough angle. Not a lot on it, into the hands of Murphy. This is wide open, Casey. Here's Sanchez. 88th minute, North Carolina down a goal. Williams in the corner, defended by Izzy Rodriguez. Return ball is well read by Izzy Rodriguez. Denise O'Sullivan clips it towards Pinto. Headed away. Lucy settles it near the corner with Long.
This is where the Current are starting to show their box organization. Really like what they're showing, and North Carolina's really testing them because they haven't had to defend in their own third in many games. They usually defend high.
Shinomi stays onside. Shinomi earns a corner. Last touch by Labonta. Let's see the sprawling Brazilian Lorena.
And Shinomi puts us into such a dangerous area. The timing, the bravery, and then the punch to get that not only out but wide. That puts it into the least dangerous area, which is great for the back line of Kansas City.
Shinomi goes short. Back for Shinomi. She clips it in, back post. Headed away by Sharples. Before Lorena could punch away, Sanchez back in. It's knocked down. It's Kurtz. She's tied it up. Kaleigh Kurtz in the 90th minute, and we're level at 2.
The veterans earlier, why not bring up your center back? Look at the numbers in the box for the Courage. They know they've got to put something forward. It's a great ball in initially, a good save from Lorena, but it's just the recycling of the runs, continuing to battle. Great first touch from Kaleigh Kurtz, and no one steps. You've got to step in that space right there. She's allowed to turn and face, keeps it low, nothing Lorena can do. And Sean by throwing a lot of numbers forward, but when you've worked so hard to equalize, there has to be that balance of continuing to do it, and Denise O'Sullivan's not stopping or watching defensively.
Gorgeous turn from O'Sullivan. She's released Ryan Williams. Williams pulls it back. Sanchez to win it! She finds the back corner! North Carolina in second half stoppage time have a lead over Kansas City.
They certainly did, and it's all from Denise O'Sullivan, just driving off the dribble, is able to spring Ryan Williams into the outside channel. She finds the feet of Ashley Sanchez, and this is absolutely clinical from the center midfielder. She's been brilliant all night, and she caps it off with a great goal.
Her last chance was saved by Lorena. This time she put a little more on it, and she beats the Brazilian. And look at the celebration for Sanchez. Moved to the bench last week. Bedford scrapping in midfield. Lost it. Here's Dabinya. Full time from Cary, North Carolina. First win of 2025 for North Carolina is one they will never forget. Tying goal from Kaleigh Kurtz in the 90th minute.